No Hard Feelings is the new comedy that stars Jennifer Lawrence that is out on the big screen for you guys to go and check out. I have just watched it. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on it. Smash your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you guys all think of No Hard Feelings? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down there. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And let's talk about the newest comedy right now.
Maddie, you can't outrun the cops!
I can't lose my license.
Okay, so Jennifer Lawrence's new comedy that is out, No Hard Feelings, is a movie that has a lot of comedy in it. And, you know, this is a movie that, when I saw the trailers, I was thinking to myself, you know what, this actually looks like it could be, you know, one of those romantic comedies, whatever. Could be one of those little films that just like, you know, it's a bit delightful. That makes you laugh, that makes you smile. You're not going in there expecting it to be this rich story, this rich character arcs or anything like that. You're just going there to be entertained. And you know what? This movie does that very, very well. I thought all the comedic stuff landed for me. It's very raunchy. It's very... The jokes are very... I think are going to be... Some people aren't going to like the jokes. It's a humor that some people, I think majority of people are going to love. But there will be some people that this humor just doesn't work for. For me, it worked absolutely fantastic. There were so many moments where you're laughing and you're just cracking up. You're like almost peeing your pants. It's like that funny. Like that's how funny some of these jokes are and some of these moments throughout this film. What I also love is the idea. And so what they do in this movie so well is they portray, obviously we know from the trailer, Jennifer Lawrence is this older person who's in the late 20s, early 30s, you know, in that type of generation. And this is a new generation coming through, 19-year-old dude, and the contrast between the difference that they've been able to showcase how the new generation coming through now, how they're addicted to their phones, how they're stuck in their room playing games, how they're doing all these things, how they don't know how to go out and actually meet people and create a communication. It's all done online now. So this really tackles that in a romantic comedy sort of sense that worked on so many levels for me. Because you have this quirky, nerdy looking dude who is really, really smart, who just is trapped in his shell. And then you have these parents who are basically wrapping him up in bubble wrap and keeping him close and, you know, making all the decisions for him, like, you know, keeping him there. He's too scared to go out of his room because he thinks everything's going to kill him and everything like that. Not literally, but he's too scared to go out and put himself out there. So that I thought was really, really cool, where you have Jennifer Lawrence's character, Maddie, who is the complete and utter opposite of that. She is a character that is in your face, outgoing, just balls to the wall, absolutely mental and fun and just entertaining all the time, like willing to put herself out there no matter what, not afraid of anything. So when you have these two characters that come together, the chemistry worked really well. It really did, and I thought the performances were great here. And the performances between our two leads is what made this movie so good, and their comedic timing with each other. And there's so many scenes that you are just laughing about, absolutely hilarious. But it's their character arcs that actually are entertaining in here, where they both learn from each other. You know, like, obviously, the parents want him to go out into the world, and we see that in the trailer. He wants to go, they want him to be free, to go and enjoy things that normal people do, not be cooped up in his room all the time, go to college, you know, do all that stuff that you're meant to do at that age. Have fun, but obviously don't be stupid about it. So, getting her to come in and, you know, basically projecting her personality, her outgoingness onto him to try and change him. Actually, it works really, really well. And then you have her, you know, needing to be a bit more mature and like grow up and take responsibility for certain things and do what she wants to do and not hold on to the past, which is what he teaches her. So I thought the contrast between them two coming together worked really, really well. Obviously, like rom-com style, there's heartbreak, there's lies, deceptions, all this stuff that's going on. That happens as well. You feel that in this movie. Now, the supporting cast I thought were absolutely fantastic as well. I mean, I love Maddie's best friends. They're about to have a baby. Dude, the father is hilarious. He is absolutely... When he's on screen and he's talking, it's so funny because it's the way that they talk, it felt so relatable in a way where you felt like this was real. Like, you could see this happening in the real world. Obviously, not the other stuff, but, like, the bond that they have, the way that they talk to each other, it just feels like a conversation that people have in today's world. And I love that aspect of it. So that all worked as well. The story is basically, it's pretty generic. Obviously, she needs a car. These parents are willing to have their son get out of their shell, so you come date him, we give you a car. Simple as. It's a very simple story. There are things sprinkled in here that do take it into a deeper connection with certain themes about, abandonment from fathers. That sort of stuff is in here as well. The fear of putting yourself out there. There are themes running through here as well. As for the plot itself, it's very much a simple plot, but it works. And that's what a comedy should be. Like, the aim of a comedy is not to have this deep woven storyline. That's not what its job is. Whenever I go into a comedy personally, my first initial thing is, the one thing I want this to do is to make me laugh. Like, that is the number one thing. You have to be funny. If the comedy is funny, then you've done it. Step one is done. Like, that is probably about 70% of a comedy for me, is if you make me laugh, I can forget about all the bad stuff that happens, all the flaws in that in the movie, because you made me laugh. There are plenty of comedies out there that I think are absolutely atrocious movie-wise, but they are hilarious, and that's what gets me to keep coming back and watching them. And I feel like this movie does that. It does that really, really well, and I was laughing throughout this whole entire film. It was funny, and what I love is this movie targets not just one age group. It targets anywhere from up to, I would probably say, anywhere from 18 right up to like 60. I think that's the big target range that anyone can watch this and relate to it and laugh. And I think that's what it does so well. It just nails all those aspects. Like, is it the greatest movie? No, it's not the greatest movie, but it's a fun movie. It's entertaining. There are scenes in here that you are going to be kicking yourself with laughter. Like, it is hilarious at times, man. It's just like that. And then there's sometimes where it's a bit emotional and you're like, oh man, I really feel bad for that person. But overall, it was really, really good. I thought the cinematography was great as well. I really liked it. I thought the location was beautiful. The way that it was all shot was fantastic. I thought the score was great as well. The performances were great. Man, this is actually a really, really decent film that I actually enjoyed. It's quite funny, so I would highly recommend checking this out. If you want to just go out and have a laugh, this is the kind of movie that you're going to like. I mean, I feel like most people are going to enjoy this movie. It has its flaws. There are some pacing issues. Sometimes it feels a bit long. There's other issues throughout the film as well. But overall, I got to say it's a win. It is a win. I don't hate this movie. I actually really enjoy it. I wouldn't mind going seeing this again. I really wouldn't. So let me know what you guys think of No Hard Feelings. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down in that comment section below. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe and peace out.